This NorthJerseySports.com multimedia presentation is brought to you by Classic Mortgage. Need financing for a new home? Want to refinance the one you already have? Classic Mortgage has you covered. Specializing in all types of mortgages, FHA, Veterans Administration, new construction, traditional, and more, Classic Mortgage has the keys. Talk to one of our home finance experts today. Call us 201-906-7457 or visit our office at 25 East Spring Valley Avenue in Maywood. Open the door to your new place with Classic Mortgage, your hometown lender. Back on the Track Show, NorthJerseySports.com's original multimedia series talking all things North Jersey track and field. And as I mentioned, if you just got done listening to part one and our interview with former Hackensack head coach Ed Church, this is part two because we went long with him. So, Brandon, that was interesting stuff from one of the legends of the game.
Most definitely. You know, Mr. Church, like you said, is a legend in the game. And he had a great conversation with us tonight. And I felt, like I said, I felt privileged to speak with him. And great track guy. Obviously, where he started at in track wasn't on track. It was basically, like
right.
you said, football, basketball, and baseball. And he was asked to come over to track and help out at the high school. And obviously his record and some of the great athletes he has coached speaks for itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he has certainly made a name for himself in North Jersey track and field. The track at Hackensack High School is now named after him. But somebody leaving a mark in the record books also here in North Jersey is Ramapo senior Lauren Brzozowski. She coming off the just about as good as you can do at a state sectional track and field meet, winning three of his individual events, being a part of another gold medal team on the 4x400 relay team. And Brandon, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for actually getting us a guest who I actually know who I'm talking to, know what the person on the other end of the line looks like, as we welcome in Ramapo senior Lauren Brzozowski. I even know how to say her name, right, Lauren?
Yeah, no, it's Lauren Brzozowski. Everyone... No, we go way back. You're always on our pictures. It's awesome.
Yes, freshman year, probably starting with freshman track, girls soccer pictures. Sorry, Brandon, I had to shoehorn it in there. But now it has translated into this, which is this crazy senior year that you were having on the track and field circuit. Unbelievable, again, in the state sectional meet this past week. You won the 100, you won the 200, you won the 400. You were part of the 4x4 relay team, set a school record, set a sectional record. So why don't you just talk about what's going on with you? I mean, you ever going to lose another race here?
I don't know. It's all based on training. I've learned that fear is a great motivator, thanks to my coaches and some of those workouts. But yeah, like before all our races, I just there's some mottos we like to remind ourselves about, like pain is only temporary and regret lasts forever. Or if you work hard, then there's nothing to be afraid of. So you just got to go out there and have some fun.
It's funny because and you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think when you came into high school, was track and field your number one sport? I mean, did you realize that this was going to be the end, what it has become for you, which means you're going to be going on to run at Elon College? Was that the goal?
I really always saw myself playing some sport in college. I didn't know if it was D1 or D3 or D2, but soccer was what I was going after, forever. And then last year, I figured out that track was more enjoyable, even though I love soccer, but track was just mentally the right choice. It was just the right choice all around for me to want to do track in college because I love pushing myself and competing. So I'm very happy with my decision. But yeah, what?
If my friend Paul Heenahan is listening to this, Coach, that was Lauren who said that. I had nothing to do with that. She's the one who said it. I just because I know he may be listening to you when he finds out that you're on the show. Go ahead, Brandon.
Real quick, Lauren.
Ask her, what's her last name?
Brzozowski.
Brzozowski. Very good. Lauren Brzozowski. Ha ha, right. Corey. Ha ha. See, Lauren Brzozowski. It's a joke because sometimes I say names the way that Corey is not supposed to be said, but it's Lauren Brzozowski. But real quick, Lauren, you won the 100 to 200 to 400, and you were on a 4x4, like Corey said. You set a school record in the 100. Am I correct?
Yes, I did.
And
very happy about that.
Yeah, then obviously you broke the sectional record in the 200. Now, leading up to the 100 to 200, or leading up to this past weekend, you know, you have an opportunity to run against some pretty good runners, like the young lady from Teaneck, Amina Suriaga. How has the competition up in Bergen County prepared you for the state sectional meet and moving forward down to the state group meet?
I was really excited about running this last Friday, Saturday, because, at least for the 400, because I feel like I run faster when someone's pushing me on the end straightaway. I mean, that's how I PR'd last year at the state group meet in the 4. It was like someone was like neck and neck with me. So like that's what I've been really excited for, just like having some tough competition that will make me like want to like keep going, because I feel like otherwise I don't get the time I want. But I've changed a lot. I've changed my diet, which my coaches are very proud of, because I've been like not. I feel like that's been part of why I haven't been getting the times I've wanted. But yeah, everything's just
well. You're going for it, basically.
Yes,
is what you're saying.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, I'm trying a lot of things to make sure I'm healthy and ready for the next couple races.
I just had a panic attack.
Why?
Because I'm just realizing here now. I know you walk around the hallways over there at Ramapo Regional School District, and you see that there's the Athlete of the Year 8x10 photos that go up. I'm responsible for them, and I am just now combing through the archives to make sure. I mean, I have a zillion pictures of you in soccer, but I have to make sure I have one of you at track and field, because as your head coach, Billy Manzo, can attest, a couple of years ago I had to get an Athlete of the Year picture, and my last chance was down at the State Meet of Champions, and the girl who I had to get a picture of ran the last race of the night, so I was down in South Plainfield until about 11 p.m. So I'm just having a panic attack over here, hoping that I have you. Now, I do have shots of you. Is that correct? I mean, over the past few years, I have gotten at least one we could use for the hallway. Is that correct?
Yes, you have. These are
right.
good pictures. Don't worry.
All right. All right, good. Let me ask you the next question now. That was my own personal problem. Going forward here, setting goals for yourself. I mean, you've accomplished so much already this season, throughout your career. Have you put something in front of you that says, if I don't get this done this year, I'm going to go off to college, like you said earlier, regretting it? Or is it a matter of, if you just compete to the best of your ability, you can live with whatever happens from here?
Yeah, my biggest goal was to get a Bergen County record. I'm very satisfied that my relay team in the winter got the 4x4 time, but I'm really interested in trying to hit 54 this year. And if I don't hit it this year, I'm gonna obviously try to hit it in college. But I mean, I only have 2 more chances left to really run that. So that's the big goal. That's the one I'm going for. But otherwise, I've already set a lot of records at my school. I've gotten a lot of awards, and I don't think I could have asked for a better senior year.
Yeah, it's been crazy. What do you got, Brent?
Real quick, you know, you said that you're going to be running some great races down at the state group and moving forward, hopefully at SMOC, the State Meet of Champions.
Yeah.
Where I hope I will not have to be until 11:30 p.m. But continue.
Yes. And one of the things that I've noticed about you, and when I spoke to you off air the other day, when you're coming down the home stretch of that 400, and Corey, she has a very distinct way of running it. When she's coming down that home stretch, I've seen kids grunt their face, squeeze their hands. Lauren's eyes just get extremely big. like she's excited, like she's trying to finish this race, and her eyes go to the top of her head. Where's that from, Lauren?
I actually texted my coach about this yesterday because you said something like, I run with the eyes in the back of my head. I had no idea what you were talking about. I was like saying yes. Yeah, I was like agreeing, but I totally get what you're saying. It's kind of like a feeling I have where I try to like understand where people are on the track and like who's coming up against me and like trying to finish. And I think my favorite part is the end straightaway, even though it hurts like the most. But the best part about running though is just falling down afterwards and sitting there. Even though I cramp up, it's fine. That's the favorite part.
Right, Brandon? Nobody cares.
Nobody.
You run.
And you know something, Corey? As you're finding out, the more that you're doing the show, it's pretty much a repetitive thing that we say, you know, from Ed Church to Lauren. Track is probably one of the most, it's an individually driven sport, but when you're able to accomplish something on the track, you know that you put in the hard work, and then when you get your teammates involved with it, especially with that 4x4, or if you're on a sprint medley or another relay team, and you all have come together and got it done together, it gives you a very euphoric kind of feeling that and I'm not saying it because it is because I'm a track coach, but it's one of the best feelings that I think any athlete can have, because you know that there's so many other things that come along with it. And I know Lauren has experienced a lot of that up at Ramapo High School.
I totally agree. That's exactly it,
yeah, and the other thing about Lauren is, you saying that, Brandon, and then her expanding on it a little bit. I know she's such a happy-go-lucky kid. I mean, you see her, I walk around, I'm walking around the field, she's goofing around, she's, and even in soccer, it looks like she's running with a smile on her face. So, Lauren, like, where does that killer instinct come from? Because it's kind of the, excuse my big word here, but the anathema of your basic personality, which is, and I mean this in a good way, kind of goofy.
I know, yes. It's actually so funny that you say that, because, like, I don't know. I mean, I saw you down at the track a couple weeks ago, and I think you saw me doing handstands, which I couldn't do, but I was just like, I just try to, like, when I go to practice, I know there's a time when you have to focus and everything. And I know I complain, but my coach is always like, you shouldn't complain, because like that makes you focus on everything but like being good and like working hard. But I mean, sometimes you just like have to like complain, you have to goof off and just like smile, because track is already a stressful sport when it comes down to it. And that's just like, and oh my god, and plus like when I have my friends with me, like, oh my god, I have so many good friends on track right now, and my twin sister's there, and like, if we're together, we just, like, non-stop laughing. So it's a good thing she's a hurdler, because they try to keep me away from her. Because otherwise we just, like, dance. Like, poorly. But it's great.
Yes. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I've seen that firsthand. All right, my last question for you before we let you out of here. In high school, as a part of a team, they're putting you in all these events, trying to score maximum points, all that type of stuff. When you get to college, and this is out of ignorance, I asked this question, I don't know the answer to it. Do they trim down your events? Have they told you you're going to be this type of specialist, that type of specialist? Or, what are you expecting when you get to the next level, and what have they told you about it?
Okay, so I talked to my coach at Elon, and he told me, I don't know if he's going to change his mind, but he said that he's interested in having me run the 200, 400, the 4x4, and possibly the 4x1, like the relay. I don't know if he'll put me in open 100s, but yeah, I'm gonna have a lot to do down there, which I'm excited for. But I know I'm not walking into it being the best, because like I'm not, but like I love being the underdog, so the idea of that makes me want to like prove people wrong, and also I want to inspire people, because I have a lot of friends and family and teachers, cousins who are very supportive and proud of me and my sport, and it's a great feeling to be able to share my success with them. And you just have to stay strong, because you never know who you inspire, and I think that's what I'm gonna expect when I get down there. Just like work hard, be humble.
Brandon, how great is Lauren Brzozowski?
She's very good. And I have one last question for you, Lauren. You know, obviously, you know, it's been known that you compete with your twin sister, Catherine. And, you know, this will probably be the first time, I'm assuming she's not going to college with you, that you're going to be separated from her. You know, do you have any kind of feelings about that as far as what you're going to do, obviously, academically and athletically down at Elon, or do you think that will have any kind of effect on you?
You mean like Kat and like being away from her and
yes, being away
like
from
what
her,
I'm going to focus on?
Yes.
All right. Well, I was actually thinking about this a lot because I remember the 100 Kat came really close to me, and I don't really worry about like who I run against because it's like not worth it. But when I saw Kat, I was like laughing. I was like so happy, and I don't know. I feel like I want her to continue some sport in college because she's too talented to like not do that, and like I feel like the same way for a bunch of other athletes out there that don't like want to continue college because right now I'm pretty sure it's like less than 5% of like high school athletes who continue at the highest level in college or like have the opportunity to do that, which is like just too low. Like those numbers are too low. Like people gotta like do what they love and like start believing in themselves. But and for academics, I'm just interested in too many majors. I mean, I'm going on the other side, but I'm probably gonna pick up some medicine or anatomy, like sports medicine, or sports management. I'm looking into, and Kat is also gonna have a lot of fun where she's going. She's going to Maryland, and I don't know. There was an article out the other day. Kat was like, they interviewed both me and Kat. It's just funny to me. They're like, oh, like, what are you guys gonna do? Like, being away from each other? And she's like, oh, like, it's fine. We're gonna like drive halfway to meet up with each other. And I'm like, no, we're not. Like, Maryland, we're going to Maryland, Kat. But I'll FaceTime her. I'll do something. I have to. She's my best friend, hands down.
That's great, and you know, and it's gonna. I'm sure there'll be some separation anxiety, but you two are gonna go off and you're gonna have your own experiences, and then you'll meet back from back where you started. So you'll have some good stories to trade, and hopefully those for you include plenty of success on the track down at Elon College, or as our coach Gregory likes to say, Elion College.
I caught that.
Yeah. All right. So we got Lauren Brzozowski at Elon College. There we go. Lauren, great stuff. It was fun having you on here today. I always enjoy, talking to you. I've talked to you after some tough losses in soccer, some big wins in soccer, and plenty of times around the track. And it's been fun the last 4 years. And I wish you the best of luck going forward. And I also thank you for not making me go down to the state meet of champions. I appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, guys.
Follow the leader.